Hello everyone, and welcome again to another Lego Bionicle video. For today guys, we are going to be doing a Let's Build on the Bionicle Ackar. Now I hope I've pronounced his name right, but I can't really remember because I did remember watching the actual movie quite a while ago. This is when I was around, I think 15 or 16, and yeah, I can't really remember much about it, but it was back in like 2009 or something. And of course guys, anyway, he is part of the Glatorian Legend set, and he is set number 8985, and of course for the ages of 7 to 16. And obviously it was released in 2009, consisting of 55 pieces. So a little bit of facts about Ackar himself was the fact that he was known as the Fire Tribe, or I should say not the leader, but the representative of the Fire Tribe, of course known as the Glatorian of the Fire Tribe. And there were tribes back then, so they weren't really villages, and of course we all know that they had the same elements, so fire, ice, etc, etc. Very similar to the theme of the Toas, how they had villagers, kind of like the island of Makuta, where they were separated into different areas in Spheris Magna. And that's just the idea of that. And a bit about him, guys, is the fact that he actually is considered old. Now, what I mean by old is that he's not what he used to be. So, in the actual movie, guys, he is a bit old. No, I wouldn't say rusty, but obviously, he still has the strength. He's still powerful and strong. But when he actually fights against Strak, now Strak is known as the Ice Warrior. Now, he was part of the Ice Tribe, and they were actually fighting each other in what was called the Great Tournament. Of course, you know, fighting each other, I guess, to win honor, if that's the right way of calling it. Now, honor was a big thing in the actual movie, and officially, Ackar actually defeated Strak. And what happened was, as soon as Ackar actually turned his back to Strak, Strak actually picked up his axe weapon, I think it was, I can't remember, threw it, and they obviously said, watch out, the villagers said, watch out, and he turned around, and he kind of, I guess, you know, because it was quite late, he turned around, he was able to defend himself, but because the impact was so strong and he wasn't ready for it, the impact kind of blew him back towards a rock, and he kind of collapsed because he was already tired since he is considered old. That's when Matanui, the great Matanui, actually came down and intervened and prevented Strak from actually finishing off Ackar. And of course, as we all know, Matanui actually defeated Strak and put him in his place, if that's the right way of putting it. But I guess that's a bit about Ackar, guys. But anyway, enough talking about that. Let's get to the actual Let's Build. So, looking at the canister first, guys, you can see that it's a pretty standard canister, exactly the same to Matanui's canister. Of course, I think all the Glatorian Legends are all the same, just in their different color. You can see it there in the red, guys. Very, very nice. Of course, you can see that he has his, I think his Magma Sword or Fire Sword there. And as we all know, his Thornax launcher there on his right arm. Of course, they all have a very similar build. It should be no different, other than maybe some of the armor attachments. But there you can see are the Glatorians there at the back, and of course, same thing applies, guys, as you can all see. But anyway, let's get straight into the build. Okay, guys, so let's get straight into it. Now, it seems like as though I am actually missing a few pieces. I think it's the actual shoulder armor pieces. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm gonna have to find out later on. But for now, we guess have to soldier on and, whoops, wrong piece. And just get this build done for now and see what we can do to, I guess, fix up those errors or those missing pieces that we do have. But, yeah, anyway, I'm trying to think. The weapon, I think, possibly. But, yeah, it shouldn't be any different. Pretty standard stuff. But anyway, let's just, you know, get the build done and see what we can do to improvise and fix up, I guess, the missing pieces that we have. Well, of course, we need to fill them in, so yeah. That kind of sucks, though. But anyway, stay tuned for my Overlord, guys. I am going to be doing an Overlord Makuta review, of course, very soon. I thought I'd kind of just, you know, change up my videos like, as in, you know what I mean, as in, I'll change up my videos up a bit. Just because, you know, why am I changing them up a bit? Oh, that's right. Because, you know, I've been doing the Overlord Makuta talk and build for so long now. It's been about a week and a half where I've just practically uploaded Overlord videos, and I thought I'd change it up a bit. I don't know if you guys get fed up with that type of stuff, so, you know, I guess changing up the videos is... Whoa, whoopsies. I think it's a good way, just adding new elements instead of just sticking with one, I guess, specific set. That can get kind of boring, so yeah, that's what I kind of did. But anyway, as you can see here, that's why we're building this set. And yeah, pretty much so. But I hope you guys do or have enjoyed watching the build. You know, it took me a while to do, a very long time actually, quite a lot of work done. And wow, it seems like as though we're missing this piece as well. Oh, that sucks, man. What the heck? Okay, well anyway, can't do anything about that. Let's now just connect the body. But yeah, let's stick in the armor piece now. So there's the armor now, his body armor piece. Now we just need to connect and build the arms. So I think the arms should be pretty self-explanatory. They shouldn't be too hard, I think. So we got to stick in that piece there. Get another one, stick it in like so. Let's do the same thing on the other side, because obviously it's going to be the exact same build. It should be no different at all. Like so. And then we want to connect these pieces. So one there and one there. So that's two, and of course now we just need to connect the actual hands, or the fists, whatever it is. So connect the other fist. There we go, like so, and just attach it on. So there's one, and there is two. Wow, that took quite a bit of brute force to get it in there. And then what we need to do is, well, whoops, we need to pull this out because I've forgotten to add this piece in, because obviously this is going to be for his neck, and we need to add that in, of course. If you guys know about the Olympians who, what is it called again? Anyway, like those, oh, I know what it is. It's kind of like those bikes, when they have those helmet bikes, and you know, they kind of get the aerodynamic type of look there. Pretty cool though. Okay, so now there's his head attached. Now we can finally actually put back the armor piece, like so. And put it on, there we go, just like that. Then we just need to add his fire slash, I don't know, piece there. Now remember, as I mentioned guys, they're meant to be 4, 1, 2, 3 in the front, and then here's the 4th one. Kind of sucks that we can't find the other one, but yeah, that kind of sucks. What can we do though, guys? We just have to keep pushing forward, and we'll have to find out why. I'll have to send an email out to the seller, I should say. Ask, why are there no other pieces? What happened to them? What have you done? But anyway, moving forward, guys, let's get this done and over with. So pretty simple enough. We just need to connect now the Scarabax. Not the Scarabax, sorry. The Scarabax is actually for Matanui. We need to add on the Thornax launcher. Sorry, whoops, sorry guys. There we go. Thornax launcher. So there's one. And all we need to do now is, this one's put in the wrong way. There we go. So connect it on, and it should kind of just stay in there. And it should work pretty... Oh, that was a fail. But anyway, then we need this weapon here. And it looks exactly like a Scarabax shield, to be honest. Interestingly enough. And wow, they've given us this in red. This should be in sorry, in black. This should be red, not black. But wow. Anyway, what can we do there? They definitely screwed me over here, but it's all good. Can't do much about it. So there's that. And then all we need to do is to finally actually connect it on to his actual hand, like so. There we go, just like that. And then the last thing that we need to do is to add that thing in the back of his body, or his back I should say, and that's just kind of for the game that you can play with these Glatorian sets. So there you have it guys, there is Ackar, the Fire Tribe Glatorian Legend complete. Now let's get straight into the review guys, because obviously the Let's Build was pretty short there, so I thought I'd just add in the review, you know, because why not. But anyway, let's get straight into it guys. So you can see here, starting off with his legs, pretty simply enough, you can articulate them pretty easy. It's not that hard. Of course, this piece here, or I should say the shield piece on his actual shin, is actually quite loose, and it can come off quite easily. You can obviously just move it around, and it's just quite annoying, but then again, this is how the sets were actually made, and that's that pretty much. Of course, as you go up towards his knee area, you can articulate it, and you can move it right back, guys, so you can get into some really crazy poses, as mentioned there. Of course, it's quite hard to straighten the leg out, because obviously this piece here kind of stops it from extending. or I should say hyperextending, using some medical terms there. But anyway, as mentioned, and this piece just keeps coming off, and that's so annoying. You can also see that the hip also can move, and you can get some crazy poses. You can see how his leg just kind of moves up like that, and then you can kind of see his groin region there. So you can really get this pose into some awesome positions if you really wanted to. Exactly the same to Matanui, I have to say. Of course, all the sets are the same, to be honest. The only difference is the color and maybe just a few pieces, but same thing really applies. You can see here that I've kind of improvised, and I've added in a 2016 armor piece, and of course it's just there. I've had to somehow match it up with that, and this is the closest I could get, of course, because his theme is in the orange and red. That's the closest as I could get. So yeah, it's not too bad. I'm pretty happy with it, but of course I need to figure out where those other pieces are. So I've already contacted them, contacted the actual person to see where they are, give them a good growling. But anyway, moving up towards his torso, guys, you can see that he has one fixated armor piece, and I have to say the design looks really great. Of course, makes him look slim, and you can see the kind of the armor chest piece there. Looks very nice, the design, and of course the abdominal region there, very, very cool. Makes him look slim, but then again, still looking strong though, of course. And I really like his mask, I have to say. Kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you know those Olympians that do biking indoors. Kind of reminds me of that, but it looks sick, I have to say. I really, really like it. Of course, you can see the flames that come out through the back, and the blend of colors, how it goes from kind of a yellow gold to a flamey looking orange there. Very nice and very cool indeed. Of course, you can't really see an expression on his face. You can see that his mouth is right there, but you can't really get as much, and of course you can see his eyes there a bit, but there isn't really much detail added, and yeah, that's pretty sad that Lego didn't really kind of add a bit more detail to the actual face, but that's no problem at all. So now moving on to his actual arms, guys, we can get a lot of great articulation. Of course, now this piece kind of not really fixates, but it kind of hinders the movement a bit. But you still can get some movement, of course, backwards and forwards, however you want to, left and right. However, it really is up to you. You can get some really great poses though, and sorry about that, I was too close, but now you can see it from a distance, and you can get some nice poses, of course. The elbow also articulates as well, but you can't go side to side. It's mainly just backwards and forwards, standard stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty cool as well. Something applies to the other side, to be honest. But yeah, now with these pieces right here, as you can see, now these are obviously his added armor pieces, which there should be 4 of them, and unfortunately there is only 1 of them here. So normally there'd be 1 here, 1 there, and of course two here. So 1 there and 1 in the front, like so. And it kind of sucks how they don't have it, but then again, can't do much about it. Standard stuff, but yeah. So I finally figured out about the Scarabacks, and I was putting it on the wrong way the whole time, and I completely forgot about it. But of course, you meant to line it up with the black line across the edges of the actual Thornax launcher, and wow, I couldn't believe it. But let's give it a test, and let's see if this actually works. So here is the actual the canister there, and let's see if this actually works. Boom! So it does work perfectly. Of course, no different to the other Glatorian Legends, but it's a great weapon. Of course, all of them have it. An interesting weapon to have, of course. Powerful weapon, of course, as well. And yeah, very nice. Same weapon, of course, as mentioned. But anyway, let's move on to his Magma Sword, or is it Flame Sword? Can't remember. So guys, I was right, it was known as the Flame Sword, so it's not a Magma Sword, it's a Flame Sword, and it is a crazy weapon. You can just see the flames there, guys. It is huge. Now that's practically as large as his torso, or I think, or just a bit larger than his torso. Let me actually take it out and check. Oh, it's much larger than his torso, but wow, it is a huge weapon, and I have to say it is great. Of course, every single Glatorian has their own unique weapon, and this is a sick weapon, I have to say. Very interesting about this weapon is the fact that it kind of follows the theme with Matanui. Of course, as we know, the Scarabak shield is kind of shaped like this, or exactly shaped like this, and it's very interesting that he kind of has this attachment. I'm not sure if that's a theme that goes throughout the whole of the Glatorian Legend sets, but if it does, interesting, very, very interesting. I like it indeed. Of course, this piece here originally must be in red. Unfortunately, it's not in red in the set, but it doesn't really matter to me. So it's black here, but normally it should be red. But I have to say, this is a great weapon, guys. It is a great weapon. Very interesting as well, though, guys, because it is so much larger than, of course, as we all know, Tahu Mata and Tahu Nuva's weapon, the Fire Sword. You can see here, it is gigantic. I should say this sword is gigantic, the flame sword. It's interesting how they kind of have different names, but they sound so similar. You know, fire sword, flame sword. But I guess Lego kind of had to figure out a weapon name for them. Keep it simple, but different, and I like it. It's not too bad. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Actually, I don't really like it. Flame sword kind of sounds bland, you know, if you get what I mean. I would have liked it if it would have been like the Ackar. Yeah, okay, actually, I can't think of anything. Of course, as we know, obviously my naming of swords is pretty crap, but, you know, adding a theme to a sword, so kind of giving them a proper name. So, for example, like, I don't know if you guys know the anime Bleach. An example is one of the captain's sword is known as Benihime, and it's crazy, you know, to have an interesting name for them. Of course, you know, Lego don't really have interesting names, but I don't know, a better name would have been a lot nicer, you know, give the sword more character, more of a theme, and giving it more life, if that's the right way of kind of stating it. But anyway, guys, enough blabbing about that. This is my review and Let's Build done on the almighty Ackar the Fire Tribe Glatorian Legend. I hope you all have enjoyed this video. Please, of course, stay tuned for more of my Glatorian Legend builds and reviews. I will be doing lots more of that, guys. As well as that, as mentioned, the Overlord Makuta is on its way, guys. And what I mean by that, the review will be out soon, so please stay tuned for that, guys. Like I said, it will be a long and a short review, so I'll be making one individual long review which will maybe last around 20 minutes, and of course a short review which will only be I think around maybe 6 to 10 minutes. So that's, you know, for people who want to really see the set in depth, and for those people who just want to see I guess the basics about the set. But anyway, guys, thank you again so much for watching. Have a great day, everyone. Please subscribe to my channel and like this video. I will be talking to you all very, very soon. Bye bye.